Good afternoon, everyone. I'd rather be in the dojo. Great t-shirt, great t-shirt. I just thought I'd just do a very quick video within regards to a couple of things that maybe have gone on last week, to a few students. And again, this is just sort of in general and across the board, really, for adults and obviously children, mainly aimed at the children today, though. There are going to be times within their karate journey that they're going to get fed up. There's going to be times in their karate journey where they just don't want to do it anymore. There's going to be times where they'll have the strop and they want to do something else. And we totally understand that. I like to see the martial arts sort of industry as being one of the key life skills that we should have within society. Some people don't agree with that, and that's absolutely fine. But I think what we offer, we don't just offer showing people how to punch and kick and, block and, use stances and stuff like that. Especially from a very early age, we start from the ages of 4 years and upwards. It's listening skills, it's being respectful, it's building their confidence up, it's knowing how to defend themselves if that were to arise and they needed to use it. It's having manners, please and thank yous, and it's all the stuff like that. When people get involved in the martial arts, especially mums and dads, are very much like, oh, I want such and such know how to defend himself. And that's absolutely fine. I want them to know how to punch and kick. I totally get that and totally get that. But it's a lot more than that. It's like I was saying about the confidence and the awareness skills and bits and pieces like that. So for instance, it might be that fact of, when they get older and they start going out on their own, they can see maybe something kicking off, and instead of not seeing it before, now all of a sudden they're focused on it, and all of a sudden it's like, actually, it's time to go now. There's no point hanging about. There's no point hanging around, waiting to, be hit or get involved in a fight or anything like that. You just, many a time, I've been out and I can see something kicking off. It's just like, right, it's okay. It's time to go now. So I don't see it as knowing how to, just punch and block and kick and everything else. It's the whole thing. It's the whole package. So I understand that children change their minds a lot. I totally get that. It's absolutely normal. When I get a parent telling me that, such and such wants to give up, they've had enough, but the parent has still brought them along and they said, you've committed to it now, you've got to keep going. That to me is not quitting on your child. And I totally understand that. And again, everybody's different. So, I'm not going to turn around and say that's how you should be parenting your child. It is what it is. It's you parent your child the way you parent your child. We'll always try our absolute best to help your child as much as we possibly can. We'll try and move them forward as much as we can. I've literally, I've had to stop all trials at the moment. We've got to a stage where we're doing very well as a club. We're also at the stage at the moment where I need to get a little bit more help. So I've stopped all trials at the moment. Obviously, apart from the ones that I've already had booked in. I've stopped all trials to refocus myself, regain myself, make sure that we're serving to the best that we possibly can. And for me to do that was to stop all trials at the moment. So the only trials that we're having is in our brand new class on a Tuesday. Obviously, that's a brand new class, so we're recruiting for that particular class. However, the other classes, we are stopping all trials in those classes for the time being. And that's to make sure that we are doing the absolute best that we can possibly do for, you guys. when it does come round to, children wanting to, try something new, fair play, let them. If that's what they want to do, absolutely fine. But also, remembering on that fact as well, I want them to realise that it is something that they wanted and have to stick to at some stage. In between belts. So some of you haven't graded at the moment, and we've had a rough sort of last 18 months where some of you haven't graded at all. Some of you have, and normally we sort of look at between sort of 2 and possibly 3 gradings, depending on what level that you're at, a year. Some clubs grade even more than that, and I totally get that. However, the way we run things are different to other clubs, so I don't want to be associated with another club where it will be, oh well, this club down the road, they have 4 gradings a year. Brilliant, that's fantastic for them. This is how we run things here. So with that in place, just do the best for you, but the best for you and the best for your child. If you feel as though that, it's really too much for them and they don't want to do it anymore, then absolutely great. I wish you the absolute best of luck with obviously what they want to do. It's absolutely fine. But also on the flip side, if they're going to stay and they're going to, push forward for it, then absolutely brilliant. We will try our absolute best to make sure that they push forward as best as we possibly can, and to achieve the best results that we can. Again, it's one of those things, you have an hour a week of trying to, incorporate everything that we do. So when you look at it, we've got kicks to do, we've got stances to do, we've got punches to do, we've got kata work to do, we've got bunker application stuff to work on, we've also got pad work to work on, kick shield work to work on. So all of that you can't cram in to 1 hour a week. So with that, when it comes round to possible grading time, when is such and such ready for their next grade? Well, it might mean that you might have to maybe start thinking about maybe doubling up lessons or something like that, doing an extra lesson a week or something. So just to make sure that we can get everything into what we need to do for their next levels. So as you can imagine, going from white belt to yellow belt, should we say relatively easy. Yes, they have to work on things. Yes, they have to make sure that certain stuff's in place. But then when we go to orange, obviously, again, there's maybe a little bit more that has to come into it then. And then when you start getting to green belt, then you start looking at a little bit of kata, patterns, not everything, but certain pattern drills. And then obviously then purple belt, and then everything then starts to get a lot harder. So you have to start learning all different patterns, all different pad drills, all of your stances, your strikes, your blocks, your kicks, and everything like that. So there's a lot involved on what we do. If I just went, right, okay, you've learned how to punch today, there's a new belt. Okay, you've learned how to kick today, there's another new belt. It's just, it doesn't warrant giving another belt out just because they've learned one new technique. It's a whole array of different things that they have to learn. But I'm glad that some of you have obviously brought it to my attention and making sure that I'm glad that you guys are being honest about how maybe some of the children are feeling, and I get that. It's absolutely fine. I wouldn't be a good coach if I didn't try and sort these issues out or try and point you guys into the right direction. If I just turn around and said, right, go off and do what you like, I ain't bothered, then it will be, I don't really care about you. So, and all I care about is that, which I don't. It's, yes, we run it as a business. Yes, we have to make a profit to keep the club running and to, to move forward and get new equipment and hopefully get our own facility at some point so we can have everything under one roof. That's how a business works. However, if I was just all about the pennies, then it would be like, well, yeah, don't worry about it. Just go off and do what you got to do. It doesn't matter because I've got another one coming in anyway. That's not me. I want to feel as though that I'm a part of every single person that we have. I want to make sure that I am involved with that particular person or that particular child to make sure that we can, as are the rest of the family and the team and everything else. If you were just a number, yeah, that's definitely not how we run things. So, so like I say, if you ever got any questions or queries about yourself or any of the children, please do contact us. You know, we do have parents that contact us regarding different issues that sometimes, you know, we can help out as much as we can. So, but apart from that, I just thought I'd, you know, like I say, I know I said a quick video. It's 10 minutes now. But anyway, I thought I'd jump on and just sort of express my my sort of feelings about you know, a couple of things that have gone on over the last couple of weeks or so. But anyway, any questions or queries, do give me a shout, and hopefully we can sort of sort things out. All right. Anyway, guys, take it steady. Have a good rest of your afternoon, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys later on this evening at our brand new Tuesday class. Anyway, guys, take it steady. Bye bye.